example.
Thank you.
So shout out to you first. All right. I see Stephanie. Hey. I see Betty. I'm looking for Starla. Y'all see Starla? Hi, Shannon.
Starla's probably out chasing a cow.
Hi. You know. Her mornings, country mornings. Word to the wise, these mugs, the hole is not big enough for like a thick shake if you blend one. So don't ever do that again. I thought I was being all like extra and blended a shake, put it in like a great cup to keep it chill. It won't come out of the top. Hi, Bear. Okay. I'm gonna give her just a minute, Jen. See what's I'm usually the late one. She's usually the early one.
Well, I'm super excited to hear you guys speak. I met Kyla years ago at a VIP event, and I love her. I love her stuff. I love hearing her speak. So I'm super excited about this. And Starla too. I forget where I met. Probably at some sort of Palooza or event or something like that. But
Starla is usually on stage everywhere. So I feel like I'm always, standing next to her. She's so famous. It's like walking. Have you ever walked somewhere with Sheila? Like you can't walk 10 feet without someone stopping you.
Starla's the same way. I'm at
Starla's the same way. Yeah.
Everybody loves Starla. That's the first thing that people say. They're like, oh my gosh, I love Starla.
Yeah.
Hey, Jennifer.
Yes, Betty.
I watched your work with me on the last Zoom. They were great. And what days do you do those?
We do them every day, which squad, I don't think we're going to do a work with me today because we've got the Lavelle training right after. Are you guys planning on doing one?
Yeah, there'll be one at
3
p.m. Eastern Standard.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be live, guys. I'm going to get my lips done again. So
again?
So I won't be on the 3 o'clock. Yeah, it's a touch up. So, but Betty, our team does them 7 a.m., 10 a.m., 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
They're great.
You're more than anybody's. We're like one of those teams where we're like, the more the merrier. So if anybody wants our Zoom link and passcode and wants to just hop on our work with me's with us, please feel free. Like we love, like we said, the more the merrier. So
you use this same Zoom password gratitude?
Yep. Same Zoom code, same password. Yep. So it's 7 a.m., 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time are the guided work with me's. And I want to say they do them 7 days a week. Am I right, Rachel?
Yeah, 7 days a week.
Yeah, I'm not on 7 days a week, but yeah. Hi, Lily.
Okay, Jennifer, I don't know, Starla's having trouble, but I'm going to go ahead and start for the people that jumped on just because, everyone's got Saturday plans, but if you want to hop into that and maybe troubleshoot, I don't know. I mean, I'm usually the one with the issues, so I totally feel her pain, but I also, we got this. So we're going to talk today. Let me introduce myself to you guys in case you don't know who I am. My name is Kyla Spruce, S like Sam, B like boy, RUSCH. You can find me on any social. You're also welcome to anything I ever do. Please, please, please know I'm the kind of person you can DM me, you can private message me, you can text me. I will answer, I will share anything and everything I have, because at the end of the day, I probably learned that from someone else. I follow Jennifer. I love the way that she puts her stories together, how she puts the little blurb of the text on a picture. Guys, genius, easy idea, right? But I took that from somebody that I follow. So I want to talk to you about the basics of customers today, getting people on Thrive. I love the idea of back to basics Zoom, because I think, especially if you've been here a long time, which I've been here since November of 2014. So I started Thriving. Let me kind of go backwards a little bit. November of 2014, my brother is a music minister in Austin, Texas, and he reached out to me. He was in his VIP period, which, if you don't know what that means, it's in your first 14 days. You have the opportunity to share with people, get people on Thrive, whether that's as a customer or as a promoter, and you get to earn fast cash bonuses. He was in his VIP period. He needed a promoter. So I signed on as a promoter. I had zero intention of loving the product. I had zero intention of promoting the product. But very long story short, probably about day 5 or 6, I literally came home to a completely full but ice cold coffee pot, like the big pot, like the old school, put it in the top, turn it on, make 12 cups. That was me. I'm a registered nurse. I still work full time. I'm also a 200K leader with Lavelle. So if I can do this, you can do this. I have a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 1-year-old. Surprise, baby. But when I started this, they were 3 and 1. Okay. So I've been through all of these seasons, right? I'm a breastfeeding mommy. So that's okay. It's okay. I'm a breastfeeding mommy. And then I had Collins, my 3rd baby, while thriving. So I'm going to tell you right now, out in the open, I always tell people, get a free account, look at the PDFs, take them to your doctor. But I am a prime example of a breastfeeding mommy, a pregnant mommy, and a thriver no matter what. I can tell you all kinds of things that this product did for me, but that's not what this Zoom is about particularly. It's more about, as a promoter, how are we growing our business? Okay. So when I was chatting, oh, there she is. She made it. Hey, Starla. We were chatting about what we were going to talk about, and we thought about GPOT. I feel like when you're in this business for a long time, there are some of those like, let's GPOT. And people are like, what in the hell is GPOT? It means get people on Thrive. So how do you do that? How do you get people on Thrive? That is what we're going to talk about today. So get your pen and paper out, and we will take some notes. But before we get started, I want to introduce Starla. She is my 200K leader. She dug through her reports. I'm more levels down than I think she even gets paid on, but she found me and she said, hey, do you know that you're this close to an auto bonus? And I said, what in the hell is an auto bonus? Like, what is that? I didn't know. I was just sharing. I was loving it. One of the first people I shared with is on this Zoom. Her name is Stephanie Renault. She was like, girlfriend, I see you at the park with your kids. I see you doing laundry at night. Whatever you're taking, I need it. I think she would have taken anything I gave her, legal or not. But I showed her my sticker and I said, I think this is it. I think this is what you're talking about. And I've shared with her, and she's been on this journey with me for 8 years. But Starla found me way down in her downline and she said, girl, let's hook up. And we haven't stopped since. She has shown me everything I know. She's introduced me to people that I still follow. I look up to her and respect her completely. So Starla, you want to introduce yourself and then we'll get going again.
Yes, sorry, I am late. I had blonde moments, and for whatever, I'm going to blame it on Zoom. Zoom would not let me in. I tried and I couldn't get in, but I'm here now and I'm ready and I'm so excited and I love you guys. Gosh, I can remember vividly that day way back, like almost 9 years ago, or I don't know, a long time ago, that I found Kyla in my reports, and I'm pretty sure she's my level 9 in my reports, and there was just all this volume. So I would click on the promoter number and say, oh, it's deeper. Click on the next promoter number, click on the next promoter. And all of a sudden I found her, and she was just sharing her excitement, sharing with people around her, noticing, like she just said, Stephanie was noticing things. And that's what I love about this. So my name is Starla Scribner. I'm a 200K Lavelle millionaire here in Granbury, Texas. And you guys, when I started this journey, I didn't expect any of that. I literally just trusted a friend. I ordered as a promoter because it didn't cost me anything else. I worked a full-time corporate job. I had no idea. I had done direct sales before, network marketing companies, party plans, because I loved the social aspect of it and a little bit of extra spending money where I could go to the mall guilt-free. That was my interpretation of network marketing way back then. I had no idea that this product was going to change my life or that this company was going to change my future. And I've used those words a whole lot this week. Write that down, say it, tell people this product will change your life. This company will change your future. Kyla, when she started, and she was so excited about how great she felt, and everybody everybody around her wanted what she had no idea what it was going to do for her family's future or for her finances. Or for me, I'm going to show y'all this wall. That wall right there is full of what I call my ripple of blessings. Those are people that I would not know if it wasn't for the Thrive experience. And I want you to know, and I want you to really note this. Most of those people I did not bring into my team.
Mhm.
It's not about who you know, it's about who they know. So Kyla, for instance, I mean, we blocked arms and we're like a power team together. We really are. I don't care if I get paid on her levels. She's still my team. She's my Thrive family. She's my fire. We light each other's fire. I want to help her grow. It does grow total volume. You rank up from your total volume. So even if I don't get paid on it, her volume ranks me up to a higher level, which I get paid on. So there's multiple reasons why it doesn't matter the levels. It matters the people that you're going to connect with. They're end up being your best friends for life. So it's not about who you know. You may say, I don't have a huge network of people. So when we think about going back to the basics, that's what I think of. Like when I started, I was just trusting a friend, going to try out these 3 steps. As a matter of fact, I told Sheila specifically, don't get excited. I'm probably only going to do these 30 days and never order again. But you know what she did? She said, yeah, right. You're going to love it. And when you do, you can refer 2 friends and get it for free. So already she painted the picture for me because she kept it simple. So that's the first thing I want to talk about, is keeping it simple. When you start overthinking this and thinking, oh my gosh, I got to say the right thing, or what script, and I've got to say what she's saying because her business is growing. You don't. You just have to share from the heart and be excited and act like you're telling your friends and family and social media, like your people out there that you're speaking to, your person that you're speaking to when you make a post. Act like you're talking about your favorite boutique. I actually have a favorite boutique and I buy a lot of my clothes from there. And people are always asking me where I get my clothes from. Well, now I'm like popping that in on my social media just to be talking about something other than Thrive. Am I going to make money from that? No, but I tell my friends about things that I like. When you treat it like that and don't think of, oh gosh, I have to have the perfect post and the perfect words and the perfect pose and the perfect filter and all that stuff, that's where it gets messy and complicated. So keep it simple, share from the heart why you wake up and take these 3 steps every day, why your people out there listening to you need to wake up and take these 3 steps every day. And there's nobody that does that better than Kyla. She's mom lifing it right now. I mean, she's at the baseball field, sitting in the car, wherever you're sitting. I didn't hear where you ended up parking.
My Lavelle car, duh, with Wi-Fi.
Yes, that's awesome. So you just fit it into your everyday life. But I promise you, she's thriving out loud. There is never a question in anybody's mind if she is still thriving or not. We've been here for a long time. There are a lot of people that you question. I question if I see their social media and they're on my team and I'm like, I'll have to go look and see if she's ordered in the last year, because you can't tell by looking at their social media. Well, that's someone that's not actively wanting to grow here. So consistency, these are my tips. And then I'm going to throw it over to Kyla because I know she's really going to talk to you guys about creating conversations with people. So how you do that, or how you get that started, in my opinion, is you have to be thriving out loud. You have to let people know what you're doing. You have to wear your DFT where it shows at least some days. You have to be consistent, not only on your social media, but even just interacting with people and talking about it. If you're not talking one-on-one with people about it, then their conversation's not ever going to come up. So Kyla, I'm going to kick it over to you and let you talk about that, because you're amazing at doing exactly that.
Well, it has to be part of your lifestyle. I mean, Thrive has to be a lifestyle, guys. This is a lifestyle change. It's not a diet. It's not a fad. It's not something that's going to work overnight. It's a lifestyle. And I'm going to tell you right now, as a promoter, if you're not doing personal development, your lifestyle is not growing with your business. And we say this all the time. So many leaders in Lavelle. I know Sheila's on here. She's a huge leader, huge somebody that I follow and respect dearly. She says, this is personal development with a paycheck. If you're not growing, if this is not part of your lifestyle of growing and thriving out loud, then you need to reflect and think, what are my goals here? Part of starting conversations, the thing I want to talk to you guys about the most, I think so many people get stuck. They get lost in the scroll. They're sell, 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 sell. I want to teach you how to share, 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 share. So Thrive is your reason for reaching out, right? Lavelle gives us all kinds of reasons for reaching out. They give us promo codes. Hey girl, I've got $20 off if you're ready, right? That's a reason to reach out to a friend. Hey girl, I don't even know if I've ever told you what I do, but I run a health and wellness. I'm a part of a health and wellness brand online. That is the reason why I have all this energy to be at the ballpark. I've got $20 off. Have you ever thought about giving it a shot? Those are the people that I'm reaching out to, that I'm in conversations with. So I want to give you a tip. I want to tell you, I'm going to call it a trigger, right? I'm going to call it a glory trigger. And if you've been with me for the last couple of weeks, you know, I heard a couple Sundays ago this term, and I've locked onto it and I love it. And it's the term glory triggers. So think about things in your life that triggered you, that are points in your life that were turning points for you. You became a mom, you became a grandma, you started thriving and it changed your life. Maybe you had a miscarriage. Maybe whatever it is that can connect you to people, right? Those are all things in my life that I'm a part of groups of mommies that had a miscarriage. I'm a part of groups of mommies that love to read. I'm a part of Instapot groups because I wish I was better at cooking, but I'm never going to be, and I get that, right? It's fine. But I'm still a part of the group, right? And I want to give valuable content to the group. But the reason is because I want to connect with people that I can have conversations with. I'm having conversations that get started because I'm like, girlfriend, that chicken looked so good. How did you make that? They start talking about chicken in a crock pot. I don't give two craps about chicken in a crock pot, but what I do care about genuinely is that mama, her energy level, how she feels about herself, what her kids think about her, right? You want to have a moment, ask your kiddos how you can grow. How can you be a better mommy? Ask them that. You'll be surprised at what they come back with. But that's part of having conversations. So being in those groups, having those glory triggers, the reason I call it a glory trigger is because it's a trigger, right? That's the word that society uses all the time. But I look at it like that is something that God gave me to pull that trigger and use to benefit someone else. That's my glory trigger. That is my connection to that person. I'm a tired, exhausted mommy. I'm a baseball mommy. I'm a mom of 3. I'm a mom that had a miscarriage. I'm a mom, I'm a registered nurse. I still work at the hospital. We wanted more. All of those things can connect you to people. So it's about having conversations and taking your mess, what that mess looks like, and turning that into your message. But guys, that runs parallel with growing yourself, growing your mind, and growing your business, because you can't be stuck in your mess. Nobody wants to be in your mess with you. Everyone's got their own mess, but people are looking for ways out of their mess. And so look at your mess and turn it into your message. Start those conversations and make sure you're doing personal development. Okay. So that's number 1. One of the tips I want to give you too, and I'll give it back to Starla, is I want you to look at your Facebook. And if you're like me, you can get really lost in the scroll. So one of the things I want you to do in order to grow your Facebook and open it up is, if you start seeing the same people over and over, I want you to go to those 3 buttons on the side and snooze or hide that person for 30 days. Snooze or hide that person for 30 days. Just free some space up, right? Sometimes I feel like I start seeing the same things, the same people. And if I'm going to do my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which we'll talk about in a second, if I'm going to do those things, I need to make sure I'm seeing new people and new things all the time. So go to those 3 dots at the top of their little page. It's going to say Kyla Spruce. You go straight across. It's going to have 3 dots. Push the 3 dots and hide or snooze that stuff. And it's going to give you some new faces, some fresh faces, and some good names for your reach out list.
I love that. I'm going to do that because I do that. And I actually learned from Jennifer last week. She said, if you're not getting a lot of interaction on your posts, then that means you're a scroller more than an interactor. And I was like, oh my God, talking to me. Because I'll post and I'll be like, my team's not even commenting. And I'm like, I don't want my team to be commenting. I'm trying to reach non-thrivers. So I need to make sure I'm intentionally interacting with people rather than just people I already know or people that are already thriving with me. And I'm really working on building my Instagram. So that's a very, very, very good tip that I got last week. So I'm going to add that one, Kyla, to my list. So I talked to you guys about being consistent. I think of it like brushing my teeth or eating breakfast or taking my 3 steps every day. I would never consider waking up and not taking my Thrive. So consistency in that, but you need to think of working your business the exact same way. I tell my team all the time, I can tell the ones that this is a priority and people that it's not. There are some people that would never consider not doing their workout in a day, which is at least an hour of your time probably, but they would always do that before they would ever do their 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's about priority, right? You've got to make it a priority to grow. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is your daily consistent activity, your income producing activity. 5 reach outs, 4 follow-ups, 3 social media posts, 2 names added to your list, which if you're doing like Kyla said, and in groups and constantly growing your network, anytime you comment on somebody's comment in a group, go friend them or start a private conversation, but more importantly, add them to your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 list. So you'll have that name and you'll remember that's someone that I need to go start having those personal conversations with. And 1 is connecting with a leader. Every day you want to be connecting with a leader. So consistency in doing that, consistency in showing up as a thriver on your social media. To me, there is no more basic than that. You're taking your Thrive, you're showing up on social media, and you're doing your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is back to the basics, in my opinion, that is going to 100% guaranteed make your business grow. If you are doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 consistently, and not just to check it off, I mean intentionally building those relationships and doing those reach outs and doing those follow-ups. So I want to talk to you guys about free accounts. And I know Kyla's going to talk to you also about customers, like building your customer database and then customer service, taking care of those customers, because there's nothing more important than that as well. But free accounts, I want to talk to you guys about the importance of that, because back in the day when I first started, Paul Gravett, one of our CEOs, he drove home all the time. Y'all put in the comments if y'all remember Paul telling us over and over and over, every new promoter in your first 30 days, you need to go get 100 free accounts. And it's like, holy cow, 100? Like, why 100 free accounts? That's a lot. The idea was the more people you're talking to about Thrive, the more people that you're talking to about Thrive. The more people you talk to, the more are going to eventually order. But you also want them in your database. How many of you have heard people are going to hear about Thrive? Are they going to hear about it from you, or are they going to hear about it from me? Because if you don't tell them, I'm going to. So you don't want that to happen. You don't want them to see your social media post and then go Google Thrive and then go order from whoever's paying a fortune in Google ads. You don't want that to happen. So when you're talking to people about Thrive, you're getting out of your comfort zone and saying, hey, I'd love to send you some more information. What's your email address? That's all you have to do. You create them a free customer all access account. And then when they're ready to order, they already have an account created. They're going to be coming back to you for that information. And that's why, if you guys haven't figured this out, when we say you do things with intention, Lavelle and this company and this brand, they do things with intention times 10. Everything they do is for a purpose. So when they have us getting right now, there's a free accounts promo, and they're going to reward us or reward the prize winner with things for getting these free accounts. They're having us get these free accounts for a reason. There's something coming that they want us to have new people in our database. Plus, your follow-up list. It's not just people that you've already talked to about Thrive or that have already ordered from you. Your follow-up list is people that you in your free accounts list. Your free accounts list, that's someone you can always be starting a conversation with. You've already talked to them about Thrive because you asked them if they wanted more information. From there, one more tip, and I'm going to toss it over to Kyla to talk about customers. When you get the free account, you've asked them, hey, and they're like, oh, I'd love some energy. Okay, great. I'll send you some more information. Shoot me your email. You create them that free account. And before I ever send them their login information, I'm immediately connecting them with one of my upline leaders for a 3-way call or a 3-way chat. You guys, the chats are so easy. There's no excuse. And I don't tell them. I just say, hey, I know you wanted more information. You were looking for more energy. This is my friend Sheila. She's the one that got me started. Sheila, this is Susie. She was excited to hear more about how she can get through her busy days with more energy. Can you share your story and fill her in? I do this to this day, you guys. Do you know why? I'm going to tell you why. And this is totally, I know I was supposed to be talking about free accounts. I'm off on a tangent, but this is why I do the 3-way call. Because I never know if that person is just going to order one time as a customer and never hear from them again, or if they're my next 200K. I can answer all the questions. I've got a story. I do it for my team all day long. I know what to say, but I don't want to be the one talking to my connections because I need to show them how easy it is to have success here. And it has nothing to do with me. It's because you just use the third-party validation and let someone else do the talking for you. But that whole interaction started with me either reaching out personally or posting something that created interest from someone. And I started by creating them a free account, and that puts them through the information funnel, which is just the funnel of information and our duplicatable system to where you can have success and grow here. All right, Kyla, talk to us about what you do with your customers.
Yeah, for sure. So I want to just echo some of the things that Starla said. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just want to say again to the company setting us up for success. Guys, if you're not in your cloud office, there's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 tracker. They've set it up for you. You can literally be organized in your office. I'm the most unorganized person. I don't even have an office space in my house because I usually work squatted down in the kitchen or don't get a visual squatted down before or after a shower because that's when I have private time. That's when I'm by myself. So I'm on my phone squatting somewhere, like working my business. And so I'm on my cloud office. That's where so many resources are also. If you go to the left side, there's a whole resources tab with training videos, with clips from Palooza. If you're not going to Palooza, it's not too late. Like I hope you all are. It's a huge thing. But also the newest thing that I have fallen in love with is the invitation. Send an invitation link from your cloud office. If you guys haven't used that, please try it. Go to the left side, go to the resources, send an invite. Send it. It's as easy as putting a phone number in with their name and it links it and they create a free account. It's right there. So that's really cool. But I want to talk about customers, how to get them and what to do when you get them. So number one, having customers is as easy as having conversations. You've always got to be having new conversations, new people. That's why I say snooze the people that are giving you the no. Sheila will say, go for the no, go for the no. Sometimes I need a break from the same person telling me no. So I snooze them. I'm still active on their stuff, but I don't want them to take up space in my feed, but I want them to come back after 30 days. So I remember to go back to them. But think about this for a second. Go into your cloud office and look at your customers, past or present. And just think for a second, if all of those people were on auto ship, you could potentially double, if not triple your volume currently. I know for me, I've been in this for a long time. I have a ton of customers in there that maybe never even ordered free accounts. Maybe they ordered way back in like spring of 2018. You can take little chunks because the company sets us up for success with this customer list. Left side, my team, my customers. You can filter it by promoter number. Those are in order, you guys. So you'll see the dates kind of matching the promoter number. You can toggle at the top that says auto ship with the little arrows, and you can see who has auto ships and who don't. You can filter it in all kinds of ways. And then what's really cool on your phone, if you're on your phone in your cloud office, you can literally touch their cell phone number and it will pop up, send message, like the iPhone just does that. And so I can literally go to that number, push it, send a message, and be copy pasting easy messages like, hey girl, I've got $20 off if you're interested, or whatever your message is, your reach out is for the day. So they make it really easy if you understand your cloud office. But if you had a focus on auto ship, that's going to be my challenge for you for the next little bit, because we're all trying to do rank advancement bonuses. If we focused on auto ship and it literally doubled your volume, where would you be? Is that worth it? Maybe some little tips and tricks instead of saying auto ship. I heard this out of Miami. I wasn't able to go to Miami. My daughter turned 1, but calling it a subscription or a restock versus an auto ship, because people sometimes get weird with the word auto ship. So it all starts in your conversations. Like when someone sets up a customer profile with me, I send them this, and I'm going to try to talk slow. I'm on my phone, so I can't put it in the chat, but someone can if you want. It says, hey girl, you're all set. It should be there in 3 to 4 days. They'll ship out today. And then on the 15th of every month, starting in April. If you want to update, track, or pause that, just go to this site. Here's your username and password. See how I just told them that I made their account, I set up their order, and the auto ship is going to run without using the word auto ship? That way they're not scared. And then I'm very diligent with my customers and going back. So on the 1st through the 3rd, I'm going to go to the 5th auto ship, and I'm going to say, hey girl, I've got your monthly restock going out on the 5th. I'm throwing in a discount in your cart. It'll automatically enable. I hope you're having a great week. And they just know by now that my auto ship perks are like $10, $15. If I need that auto ship to be at $100, I might even put a freebie in there. Like I might go into there and put like a free sculpt in there with credits, auto populate, make sure that my credits are sent and enabled, and it gets that auto ship profile to 100. One of my goals is auto elite. If you are 40K or higher, I think, is it 40 or 80K? You can go auto elite, and that's a huge goal. It doubles your auto bonus. So just the company sets you up for success. I'm not going to go into all of that, but just know the more you grow, the more you can do with this business. And it all boils down to customers and team growth. So I'm going to read that one more time. My 2 little sentences for customers. The conversation when I get them going says, hey girl, you're all set. It should be there in 3 to 4 days. They're going to ship it out today and on the 5th of every month after that, beginning in April or whatever month it is. So that's my little blurb that says, hey girl, it's going and it's going to ship out on the 5th every month. If you want to update, track, or pause, go to this website, and I put their site in. Here's your username and password. And guys, I use what's called text replacement on my phone. So go to your settings, go to keyboard, go to text replacement, and I put YAAS. You are all set. That's just how my brain works. Every time I push YAAS, that whole blurb comes out. That's text replacement. Every time I type Betty, as in Betty Shelton, every time I type Betty in my phone, it literally comes up with the blurb because she gave me a blurb one time, and I always think, well, that's really funny. All right. And then my auto ship check-in messages is this, just in case you want it. Hey, I've got your monthly restock going out on the 5th of this month or the 15th or the whatever. Again, that's a blank that I fill in. I'm throwing you a discount. It will automatically enable. I hope you're having a great day. How's that sculpt going? Like I try to make something personal at the end, but that makes a really easy blurb for all of those check-ins. You can also go into Canva and make a really cute little graphic and just start shooting that out. Our team had done that for a little bit and done like monthly graphics for auto ship check-in. But I really feel like if you're creating the auto ship for them and you're giving them those messages and then you're giving thank yous like credits or thank you notes or whatever, those people want to keep thriving because they're feeling good and they've got a relationship. Guys, we are in a relationship business. And so if you're afraid to talk to them about auto ship, they're going to ghost eventually. They're not bought in. They don't have a relationship. But the people that I want in my community are the people that I want to grow with. I want to be a part of their life. And so I want that relationship to grow. I know we're getting close to the time that we got to get off, but I want to talk about one more thing and I'll throw it back to Starla to close it off. But thank you cards for customers. A couple of elite DFTs, in my opinion, have been game changers, maybe an activator or a boost, but following up with old customers and offering sales, chunking your messages, like I said, filter those dates and take just like spring of 2015 and then go through those. Tomorrow, take fall of 2015. go through those. Ask them why they stopped, because you've learned a lot maybe from then to now, and you can just have open conversation with them. Remember, you're not a salesperson. You're a share person, and you can share your experience. You can share other people's experience. You can utilize three-way chats and troubleshoot for people, but building that relationship will help them realize that you are in this so that they can feel amazing. You're not in this just to make a sale. We do work for a company that as we help people feel good, we get paid really well, but you're not in it for that. You're in it to build that relationship. I'm going to tell y'all right now, and I'll promise I'll give it to Starla. I do run a business to run a business. I'm not doing it for free, right? But the more I focus on loving people, which is something God had to really teach me, because if I'm being really transparent, I really didn't like people. I was too exhausted and too tired and too pissed off, like, to love people. But now I feel better, and I know that I can help other mommies feel better, and I genuinely want to do that. And so my relationship-based approach has really helped, and that includes thank you cards, auto ship check-ins, etc. And we're growing that auto ship like that, and it helps your volume too. So Starla, back to you.
Well, I love that, Kyla. I love you, and I love everything you said. And I want you guys to know, I mean, when she said at the beginning, if she can do this, you can do this. I've always said the same thing about me and about my upline. If Sheila and Maria can do this, I can do this. And Kyla's the same way. She's a busy mama of three that works a full-time job and, you know, maintains a very profitable and large Lavelle business here because it's intention. So if you take nothing else away from today, it's intention. Work your business with intention. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. It just takes being intentional about what you're doing with the time spent. And then consistency. You can't do this sometimes. You need to do it consistently every day, just like you wake up and you put your clothes on and you brush your teeth and you do your 3 steps. I want you to think of your business that way. You're obviously making it a priority or you wouldn't be here on a Saturday morning. All right, you guys. So keep it simple. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Work with intention and consistency. And I know you guys are all going to skyrocket to the top, and I'm going to see you on stage one day with a 200K banner and a Lavelle Millionaire banner or whatever it is you're shooting for, big or small. I know you can do it. All right. We need to hop off and jump on over to the mastermind training for Lavelle. Thank you guys so much. Jennifer, I don't know if you want to say anything before we hop off.
Nope, you guys did amazing. Thank you so much. See you guys over on the flip side, over with Lavelle.
Okay. Bye you guys.